Researches are to be shared to others and not kept somewhere else. So before we put an end to this school year, we, the Group 1 of Grade 12 STEM Umali, would like to share with you the findings, conclusions, recommendations, and implications of our study, as well as our unforgettable experiences and takeaways in conducting this research. Findings: Table of Mean Ratings. For texture, taste, and aroma, the mean ratings received by the experimental group corresponds to the descriptive interpretation of like slightly, whereas the control group was marked as extremely liked. For the appearance, the experimental group was described as neither liked nor disliked, and the control group was noted as liked slightly. For the overall acceptability, the experimental group was described as liked slightly while the control group was marked as liked extremely. It is important to take note, however, that despite the difference in descriptive interpretation in terms of overall acceptability, both the experimental and control group have a high level of acceptability. Table of T-computed values. Since the T-computed values for appearance, taste, and aroma are beyond the T-tabular value of -2.045, we can reject the null hypothesis, which state that there is no significant difference between the experimental and control group in terms of those physical characteristics. While in terms of texture, the null hypothesis, which states that there is no significant difference between the experimental and control group in terms of texture, is accepted since the T-computed value is lesser than the T-tabular value of -2.045. Conclusions: The overall acceptability of the Taro Lips black garlic egg noodles as well as the homemade egg noodles are both high, with the latter having a slightly higher mean rating as compared to the former. There is a significant difference in the level of acceptability of the Taro Lips black garlic egg noodles and the homemade egg noodles in terms of appearance, taste, and aroma. There is no significant difference in the level of acceptability of the Taro Lips black garlic egg noodles and the homemade egg noodles in terms of texture. Recommendations: The shelf life of Taro Lips black garlic egg noodles is suggested to be determined. Comparing multiple treatments of the Taro Lips black garlic egg noodles in terms of appearance, aroma, taste, and texture is suggested in order to determine which is most acceptable and as comparable to the homemade egg noodles. Future researchers are suggested to look for other edible ingredients available in the locality that may enhance the sensory and nutritional value of the egg noodles. It is recommended that the Taro Lips black garlic egg noodles is subjected to nutritional analysis. Implications: A certain amount of powderized Taro Lips in black garlic is acceptable as an additive in making egg noodles. The Taro Lips black garlic egg noodles is beneficial to those who are not fond of eating vegetables on their own. The Taro Lips black garlic egg noodles can be used in dishes prepared during feeding programs, for it has a higher nutritional value than the usual homemade egg noodles.
My most memorable experience in conducting our research is the whole research process. Just the fact that we were able to finish it even with our current situation is truly something to remember. Of course, we've had our problems, but we managed to solve them and get through them somehow, which is really great. And of course, we wouldn't have done it without the help and the guide of our teachers and our leaders who were very patient with them.
Honestly, conducting research in the middle of this pandemic has been a misery for us as a researchers. However, all the new knowledge, experience, and learnings I gained will undoubtedly benefit me in future researches I will conduct. And I still have a long way run to go, and this big accomplishment I've done is just the beginning.
My main takeaway in doing this research is that research is for the people. It's for the community. Because throughout the process, it felt like I was making a difference, because of how relevant our study in this time of pandemic. But not only it is beneficial for the community, but also it is beneficial for me as part of the community, because it required me to read and learn about the COVID-19 and the proper nutrition and how to protect yourself against the virus. And I discovered a lot of ways to prepare my food in order to maintain my health and protect my health during this time of pandemic.
Through the course of our subject, particularly our study, we have met certain circumstances that are unforgettable. And as we all know, the study was done most of the time in our homes due to the pandemic, and that led to complexities such as matters of communication, wherein our group had difficulties communicating with each other and nobody replies in our GC, which is sad. But despite all those, we have finished everything on time and now we are done.
I have learned a lot of lessons throughout our research study. Not only the study or the topic itself, but I also came to value and recognize the significance of research in our daily lives. Especially our chosen topic has something to do with the pandemic, and we aim to contribute a little help to everyone now that we are in this kind of situation. We also faced difficulties during the process, considering the fact that we cannot physically interact or communicate with our research mates. And I personally have trouble expressing myself or totally expressing my ideas or opinions only through chats, video calls, and with our fighting spirit, we somehow managed to get through all the obstacles. And now, from scratches, drafts, revisions, we are almost done, and I feel so accomplished and great about our work.
Maybe my most unforgettable experience during the conduct of our study would be the computation of data. I remember when our leader sent the raw data that was supposed to be computed. I just got excited and just did almost all the computations.
My unforgettable experience is when Sweet keeps on reminding us to send our contribution. But that time I was eventually lost my mind, or commonly known as sabog. You know what sabog means? Yes, it is. Because all I knew is that I already passed it online. Few minutes later, I was curious and checked it on Messenger. Then realization hits me. That I got myself into the point that I got back into my senses and got that she was referring to me.
Conducting research is challenging. It makes harder because of our situation right now. But still, we want to know why something works or how something happened, just like our research study. My takeaway in conducting our research is, despite the distance and just communicating through Messenger, we managed and did it well.
My most unforgettable experience would be during the exact day of the conduct of our study. I was very excited during that day to prepare, to cook, to serve, and of course to eat the Mickey soup dish, because it was actually my first time to make homemade egg noodles. And I can say that that day was tiring, but at the same time fulfilling, because one of the most stressful parts of our research is finally done. And if I were to also share one of the most important lessons that I learned in conducting a research this pandemic, it would be to have more patience and be more empathetic to my group mates, because I know that we all have different situations at home and we're faced with varying problems, may it be personal or family. All because of this study, I learned how to be more patient and understanding to everyone.
Hashtag research done, hashtag road to SHS graduation.
Hashtag research done and hashtag road to SHS graduation.
Hashtag research done. 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 Hashtag road to senior high school graduation.
Hashtag research done. Hashtag road to SHS graduation.
Hashtag research done. Hashtag road to SHS graduation.
Hashtag research done. Hashtag road to SHS graduation.